Disclaimer. This video is created for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Peace, love, and light, family. Welcome to a brand new episode of Higher Zone. Today on the menu, we got some mind-bending, mysterious TikToks they don't want you to see. With that being said, family, if you're not tapped in with the family yet, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You could definitely be rocking out with me and the family. Family, we got a nice little episode today. Sit back, relax, and let's get straight into these bangers.
What if I just told you that the Earth's biggest ocean is not even on top of the surface like we think it is? It's actually hundreds of miles underneath the ground. That obviously sounds fake, but these scientists have now discovered something absolutely insane underneath our feet. They're saying that about 400 miles underneath the Earth's surface, there's a massive water reservoir that can contain up to 3 times more water than all of the Earth's oceans combined. Okay. They're saying that this water is actually trapped inside of a rare mineral that they call ringwoodite, and it's buried deep within the Earth's mantle. Scientists didn't just guess this, they detected it using seismic waves from earthquakes and lab experiments that recreate insane underground pressure. They even used diamonds that formed deep within the Earth and carried water-rich minerals back to the surface. None of that obviously makes sense to us, but the scale of this thing is absolutely insane, because if just a small percentage of the mantle holds water this way, it could equal multiple oceans worth of water hidden inside the planet. This discovery alone could explain where Earth's surface water originally came from, how oceans have replenished for billions of years, and why the Earth stayed wet enough for life even after the planets dried out. So the oceans that we see might actually just be the overflow.
Family, I mean, I definitely believe it. Admiral Byrd, when he went into the Atlantic, you know, that gaping hole he went into, he said he seen seas down there that equal to our seas. So, with that being said, it's definitely more water underground. But a few years ago, they said we was running out of water. Which one is it? Make it make sense. Stop lying to us.
The boxer Anthony Joshua was injured in a fatal car crash. This happened in Nigeria, guys. The 2 people he was with didn't make it. What I'm trying to understand is, how did Joshua suffer minor injuries, but the 2 people he was with didn't make it? Now, remember, guys, he was in the back of an SUV. So, you know, people in the back, I guess he had a seatbelt on, because if not, he would have probably went through the front, right? But the 2 people in the front did not make it, guys. This is wild. They saying that the car hit a stationary vehicle, which means that the car wasn't moving. It must have been parked or something. What I'm trying to understand, guys, is how did they hit a parked car and did it make it? How fast were they really going? And then people are saying that the crash came after he knocked out the YouTube star, Jake Paul. Why would they say that? You know why? Because they just telling you that he had a fight with Jake Paul, and then 2 weeks later, he happened to get into a car crash, but he's okay, you know? Something's going on here, guys. Something that I don't know nothing about, because nothing's going on here, guys. This is for entertainment purposes only. And people get into accidents, and I'm happy that Joshua's okay. My condolences to the 2 people that didn't make it. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this, because I don't know what to think about this.
Shh. Hold up. Are they manipulating these cars out here? I didn't say that, guys. I did not say that. I did not say that. But anyway, let me know what y'all thought about that. Shh. Kind of fishy. Hold up.
One of the most evil, demonic brands in America today. It's Crumble Cookie. There are more ingredients in that, I think, than a Coke. Serving size, the recommended serving size is just a small portion of that whole cookie. It has more sugar than you should have in like a week. A ton of ingredients. I mean, gasoline is probably cleaner than a Crumble Cookie. But the owner is making millions of dollars off this product and really poisoning the American people with his cookies. He does this house tour on Instagram, on an Instagram reel. Somebody comes and says, let's look at the Crumble Cookie guy's mansion. And he's got like a whole health and wellness room and setup in there. And I'm like, this is the most evil thing I've ever seen. You're working on your health and wellness while you are making money, basically the health of Americans. It's diabolical. It reminds me of, you know, the Sackler Purdue story, how they create this product, Oxycontin, and they know that it's starting what we now know is the opioid crisis, that Americans are dying, they're getting sick, crime is rising. They know it's the pill. They do nothing because they're making so much money. And I feel like we're going to have the same similar story with crumble.
Family, crumble cookies is crumbling your inside. Make your own cookies. Bake your own cookies. It's not hard. Flour, sugar, butter, vanilla extract, some baking powder. Make your own cookies. Stop playing around. You ain't gotta go to no damn crumble cookies. He's crumbling y'all pockets and y'all health.
He says he was forced to make old food look fresh. That's why he secretly recorded his supervisor admitting tampering with best before dates is industry standard.
Every store does the same thing. All the other stores do the same.
At his home, Safari demonstrates what he says is done at work. He takes cheesecakes weeks past their best before dates, adds new toppings, and sells as fresh.
I decorate it, and I'm selling expired stuff for...
In a national online call-out, Marketplace hears from grocery workers at smaller stores and big chains, sharing stories of food tampering. He used to work in a Toronto area supermarket. He shows us how he was told to give old meat new life.
If it's like this, we would dabble in a little bit of blood, throw it into the meat mincer with some redder meats, and then all together it would make it look red. And then we put it back up on the shelf.
At the University of Guelph, a microbiologist simulated what grocery insiders told us they do. He discovered toxins and bacteria linked to serious illness.
Diabolical.
We're not putting the salt on these fries.
McDonald's don't put enough salt on their fries. On y'all, like, take the first bite.
I don't know who started this dumbass trend, putting OD salt on the fries, but this can seriously harm your body. That amount of salt doesn't just raise your blood pressure, but it hijacks your entire system. And this is what happens to your body when you overload on sodium like that. First, it's an instant dehydration. Then your kidneys will go into emergency mode, trying to flush it out, which will make your heart work way harder. And then your blood pressure spikes within minutes. And that's when your brain will literally swell, which can cause headaches, confusion, anxiety, and worst case scenario, a stroke. And to put it into perspective, one extreme salt hit can raise your blood pressure higher than a stressful argument. And I'm talking about if you go and add it. And obviously doing this regularly can risk a stroke, kidney failure, and heart disease. But I'm not here to tell you that salt is evil. But if you start going OD and pouring the whole thing on your fries, that's when you're gonna start having a problem. And in general, watch how much sodium you're intaking, because your body was never designed for these dumbass social media trends and eating this much salt in general. It needs balance. Share this video with somebody else that also eats McDonald's or just eats fries in general, so that they can avoid putting all this salt on it. And if you want a list of healthy food swaps, just comment the word health and I send you a link. I'm also doing videos like these all the time, so if you want to stay healthy, be sure to hit follow so you don't miss the next one. Love y'all.
Family, McDonald's fries already got like 27 ingredients in it. Not just potatoes, you fry them. No, they got 27 ingredients in it. Then y'all add half a tank of salt. Diabolical. You literally committing suicide right now. Dehydration, kidney shut down. Not forget how hard your liver gonna be working. These stupid trends gotta stop.
Why would God create demons?
The common understanding is day 2, God separates light from the dark. Every angel is created good. So they were given a mission, they knew everything about their mission accordingly. Those who rejected with Lucifer fell down to the earth, but they were created good. And at that point, in their rejection of God, because they don't have the body, their decision was permanent. They became fallen angels or demons. And then the good angels that said yes to God, they became glorified angels. We think from Revelation chapter 12, said a third of the angels fell in this cosmic battle of St. Michael. A third of the angels were thrown from the sky. Each of us has a guardian angel. And how many billions have been present of humans on earth? And there's 9 choirs. So you're talking whatever a third of a myriad is, that's a lot of fallen.
They're outnumbered 2 to 1.
Why would you go against your creator and follow someone that the creator created? Now you could never have a body. You were exiled right down here to earth with us. What? Yeah, that's how it sound, right? But anyway, family, let me know what y'all thought about that.
But the one thing that I really wanted to talk about was the moon base. And I've heard from whistleblowers, U.S. Air Force whistleblowers who've been transported to the moon base. And I don't know, I know you can tell me, I think there are multiple moon bases from what I understand.
Yeah, there is multiple moon bases. There is an ark on the moon as well.
Underground?
Underground. I think it is visible.
It is visible?
Yeah, I think.
Is it on the dark side?
It is in between. I think
Do we know where on the moon?
We do know where. And I think
maybe you could, do you have any idea specifically? Like, if I'm looking at the moon, because a lot of amateur astronomers are going to want to dial this in.
No, I do not know the exact location. Well, I can't give out the exact location.
You'd be cooked.
There's a lot of different countries involved. I know that. I know that there's another, I don't know if this is the first time people hearing this, but there's other people living in the moon that look Indian looking. And they got these egg-shaped crafts, and they're connected to ancient India. I could tell you that. And they're living in the moon, and they visit Earth now and then. And I think we have captured probably these egg-shaped crafts before, and I talked about it way before me interacting with a guy. His name is Lovint, and sometimes he picked me up in this egg-shaped craft as well.
And you believe he was an ET?
I believe he's a MT.
An MT. A moon terrestrial.
Yeah.
Right, a moon terrestrial. Wow. And he looks Indian.
They look Indian.
Yeah.
They look Indian in.
So he would pick you up in this egg-shaped craft. Is that egg-shaped craft similar to what was recently revealed in that News Nation report a few months ago?
Yes, sir.
Almost identical?
Yeah, identical. I think, yeah. It looks similar. Yeah.
The pilot described that crash retrieval as being overwhelmed, like an overwhelming connection spiritually to this thing.
Yeah. They're really spiritual people. They still have their traditions. They're really spiritual. Like they're way advanced because they implement the spirituality with technology.
Right.
So cool.
So you were transported to the moon how many times?
I remember once.
And it was just you individually or with a group of other members of the
group of other people.
In this egg-shaped craft?
No.
In a different craft?
Family. Y'all think he was capping? Or he was dropping facts? He said he went to the moon and hung out with people that looked like they were Indians.
Stop the cap.
He said he seen many other people. Was he capping or was he dropping facts? Drop it down below.
Everything is synchronicity. Everything is an orchestration. From my perspective, there are no accidents. So no matter what anyone is choosing, whether it's positive or a negative or a neutral choice, it all works together to create the overall consensus reality that we experience. But if everyone started really understanding our power to choose from passion, then things would, in a sense, all flow in a more positive direction in general. Bashar often says it's like puzzle pieces of a picture puzzle. We're all made to be a particular shape of puzzle piece. If we are true to our shape, which is what following our passion is all about, being true to ourselves, our innate vibration, our core essential frequency. We are the shape we were made to be. We fit with all the other shapes and create the whole puzzle picture. If we are following something that is out of alignment with who we are.
Basically, family, Bashar's telling you to be authentic. Authentic is the way to go. Don't try to be something that you're not. Then you're gonna fall out of alignment. But once you're authentic, you're walking in divine. Comment down below.
The conspiracy and the story behind North Fox Island in Michigan eerily echoes the story of Jeffrey Epstein. And it has connections to a notorious string of unsolved murders that the police refuse to acknowledge. This is North Fox Island in Lake Michigan. It's a beautiful island that was once owned by a multi-millionaire. The man's name was Francis Sheldon, and he's the Epstein of this story. Now, Francis Sheldon was an interesting guy. He went to Yale, he was a descendant of a governor of the state of Michigan, and he had lots of political and business associations that would help him cover up this series of crimes. When Francis purchased North Fox Island, he installed an airstrip and built a number of buildings on the island that would eventually be turned into a boys' camp. After purchasing the island, Francis began to work with a number of local men, including this guy, Gerald S. Richards, who was a school teacher, actually a gym teacher at a local Catholic school. For years, these men ran a camp called Brother Paul's on North Fox Island, so I'm going to go into detail about what happened there in part 2, follow for more. This island has one of the most disturbing histories in America, and no one really knows the full truth behind it. So like I said before, this island was owned by multi-millionaire Francis Sheldon, pictured right here. And Francis and a number of other local men from Michigan, including this guy, Gerald S. Richards, ran a boys' camp on the island. They would fly kids to the island on this airstrip, kids from the YMCA and other schools and communities in the area. And both the children and the parents of the children who attended this boys' camp were told that this was an island of fun where kids could relax. They had big brothers there. It was going to be totally safe. And this camp ran on this island for a period of years. Then one day, some of the kids who attended the camp began to tell their parents that the counselors or the teachers, the adults that were there on the island, had behaved with them in very, very inappropriate ways. They began telling their friends and parents that they were taken into these cabins pictured here on the island. They were assaulted. They were told to remove all of their clothing and that there were cameras all over the place. Well, it turns out that this guy, the multi-millionaire with political and business connections in the area, Francis Sheldon, was running a massive CP ring. And they had been abusing the children on this island under the guise of bringing them to a boys' camp for years, recording all of it, selling it across the world. And some of the more affluent clients of their business were even allowed to take trips to the island themselves to see some of these young boys. Now, this story bears an obvious resemblance to the story of Jeffrey Epstein, but there are some very, very strange things that are happening here that nobody knows about and the government still refuses to talk about to this day. So let's talk about this guy, Gerald S. Richards. He was a gym teacher at a local Catholic school who went down for the crimes, and he was heavily involved with every aspect of this business, if you know what I mean. Well, it seems like through his political and business connections, Francis Sheldon was actually tipped off that he was about to be arrested and raided and charged with these horrific crimes. So Francis, before he could be brought to justice for these crimes, he actually fled the country in a personal plane. He then moved to France, got remarried, and died in Amsterdam, and never had to pay for any of the crimes that were committed here. But it's when we start talking about the murders that this story really starts to blow my mind. So take a good look at this guy, Chris Bush. This is Christopher Bush's father, Harold Lee Bush. Now, he was an executive with General Motors, and the family was obviously extremely wealthy. They were politically connected, and they were very connected to every business in the area. These guys had a lot of power. But back to Christopher Bush. This guy had assaulted a number of children. He'd been let out of prison, let out of jail in a very, very suspicious way multiple times, put on bail for serious offenses. And he was an alleged associate of the crime ring that was happening on North Fox Island. Meaning that, like I said earlier, he was one of those people who could afford to actually fly out to the island to do things himself. I'm out of time. Follow for part 3. This is where it gets juicy.
Family. Epstein is just a small fragment of what's going on. There are many Epsteins. There were Epstein before Epstein's out here. Just like Diddy, another Epstein. So you really think all these other countries, they don't have an Epstein? Somebody that's filthy rich, doing nasty things? If you don't believe that, you definitely boo-boo the fool. There are Epsteins worldwide. They haven't got caught yet, or we just don't know about them. But best believe these millionaire, billionaire creepos are definitely out there doing the same thing as we talk right now. But anyway, let me know what y'all thought about that. All right, family, we about to dive into the CCOT jail system in Venezuela. It's basically hell on earth, from what I'm hearing. Let's dive deep into it right now.
What you see behind me is the world's strictest and largest prison. This mega prison has a capacity of 40,000. Prisoners here are the most unsafe people you can even imagine. How many people's lives have you ended? Is it 5 or 10? How many?
More than 50.
MS-13 and many other gangs. These are animals.
These aren't people. They're psychopaths, sociopaths, the kind of people we have here.
We are about to see the worst of the worst.
Welcome to CCOT, the world's largest prison by capacity in El Salvador, which was constructed to imprison the highest profile criminals. Those who enter this prison are destined never to leave alive.
There's no way out. How are you gonna come out of this?
The reason why this small country of 6 million needs the largest prison is the gangs.
Buenos
Once dominating the country, these gangs faced a dramatic crackdown starting in March 2022.
Family, this is where Trump is planning to send the U.S. citizens who's acting up. He's gonna remove your birthright and send you to CCOT. And guess what? You're never coming back. Let's keep it moving.
Under President Nayib Bukele's administration, over 70,000 individuals, about 2% of the country's adult population, were arrested within just 16 months. Buses transported thousands of chained gang members to Sikot in a tightly coordinated nighttime operation. Sitting one behind the other, heads lowered, they looked like a single mass. Surrounded by armed guards, none of them dared to resist commands. Their life has changed in a day. In this documentary, we will interview one of them, one of the most ruthless gang leaders, known by the nickname Psycho.
10 minutes. You only have 10 minutes.
Built in 2022, this massive prison is made up of 8 separate modules spread over 410 acres of land. Each pair of modules is enclosed by 2 separate 3-meter-high walls with razor wire. The entire facility is surrounded by a towering 9-meter-high wall with a 3-meter-high electric fence carrying 15,000 volts. 19 watchtowers are ensuring nothing escapes notice. The entire design doesn't just prevent escape, it erases the very idea of it.
Hello. Hello, we have permission from the presidency.
Tight security, chat.
The soldiers stopped us.
Tight.
We're hoping this will be the last checkpoint. The jammers blocked all signals within a 2-kilometer radius of Sikot, completely cutting off all communication. Over 600 soldiers work only to secure the perimeter.
We are going to leave all of our belongings here before entering the prison. We will only carry our cameras and microphones, that's it.
Pass slowly. Look at the camera. The body scan.
I forgot my wedding ring on.
Well, that needs to be put away over there.
This high-capacity X-ray scanner even shows bones and internal organs. It's mainly used to scan newcomers, ensuring no one tries to sneak in anything forbidden on their body before entering.
The inmates used to swallow some objects, or they would try to bring them in vaginally or anally. Micro SD memory cards, microchips, and not only that, even phone chargers.
Another thorough body search has been conducted.
Take off your shoes.
They even inspected inside our socks. It took us around 1 hour just to pass through security, even though we were invited as media after months of applying.
Guards are wearing masks because they're doing a risky job here. So if they get identified, it might be riskier for them to go to town centers because these gangs, they have a lot of connections.
1 hour for them to get through. They are a guest, and they gotta get searched for a whole damn hour. That means it's tighter than I can't even say it. But just know security is tight and you not getting up in there with anything. Let's keep it moving.
So they have to keep their identity secret. Why don't you wear a mask?
I have to talk to them face to face, looking them in the eye. They already know who I am.
We're in the registration room. This area is for inmates only. When a criminal is captured on the street, they don't carry ID or give their real name. That's why their fingerprints and photographs are taken here to enroll in the system. Once they become a permanent part of Sikot, the inmates lose all contact with loved ones for the rest of their lives, as family visits are strictly forbidden. It's also important to note that a small number of innocent people were mistakenly imprisoned during the big crackdown. Because of the no-contact policy, their families have no idea where they are or if they are still alive. For some, this documentary could be their first chance to see a missing loved one. Before entering the modules where the inmates are, we visit the armory of the prison. This section is a must in case of possible riots, and these convicts are the most unsafe people on earth.
The type of firearm we use is a T65 rifle, similar to the M16 rifle. We also have this other firearm, which is a 12-gauge shotgun. A Sig Sauer rifle allows us to maneuver in spaces that are too tight to move.
Whenever criminals are arrested and dragged to the bus, various cuffs and chains are used to restrict their movements and minimize the risk of harm to officers.
Has there ever been a riot?
So far, there have been no escape attempts. We have the worst of the worst within criminal organizations here.
The riot gear consists of a head protection, a face shield, neck protection, an anti-trauma vest, leg protectors, shin guards, and of course, a shield.
Generally, in the prisons, we see inmates invent any kind of handmade weapon, like awls or knives.
They are fully protected. You can see how he protects his feet. Since this prison is so large, we have to hop on this bus. We are entering the modular area.
To keep the country safe, 1,000 staff members work inside CCOP.
It is impossible, but let's just imagine that an inmate get out of the fortress. These pebbles that you see are put here intentionally because when they walk on these pebbles, it works like an alarm system. It makes a noise, they cannot sneak away.
Have they tried to escape? No. Could they try? Difficult, because they would have to go through a series of security rings.
CCOP was built with its own infrastructure in an isolated area, including an electrical and sewage system to prevent external interference. In case of an electricity cut or water supply issue, the cisterns and power plants will maintain operations for up to a week.
I'm so excited.
Boy,
we're gonna be
ain't
face
no
to
way out
face
that
with
thing,
the
boy.
most dangerous criminals in the world.
Ain't
It's
no
pretty
way, boy.
tense. We are entering one of the modules now.
Way, boy.
You are seeing the third and fourth modules next to each other. An offender who enters one of these buildings never exits through these doors.
Cool.
In a few steps, we'll be surrounded by more than 2,500 inmates. It's like stepping in the middle of controlled chaos.
Immigration actually sent some people there by mistake. The documentary's
This is
coming
so
out, they
intense.
took it
Their
off.
eyes are all on me, following my every step.
Getting an eye contact with them.
Damn.
There are so many of them. I'm speechless. I can't help but feel unease. All of them wear white shirts, shorts, and slippers. They don't have any other belongings.
Most are barely out of their early 20s and convicted of serious offenses. Even the most infamous criminals in history have an average of 20 to 30 proven victims. But here, some of the inmates are responsible for hundreds of innocent people's lives.
Can I ask the inmates something?
No. If you have any questions, I can answer them for you.
If they try to communicate with me now, what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to allow them. They know from them that subsequently there may be a penalty for not abiding by an instruction.
Damn.
I'm curious to know which of these group leaders I'll be interviewing.
It is forbidden for us to pass this yellow line because these are one of the most dangerous human beings on earth.
Without the bars between us, everyone knows exactly what could happen. There are 32 cells in every one of the 8 modules making up the mega prison. Each cell holds around 80 inmates, but the number can go as high as 150. Despite not being at full capacity, the inmates only have 0.5 square meters of personal space each. Prisoners do not have any ventilation rights or courtyards to walk outside their cell.
Each inmate here have been given one of the longest sentences you can even imagine in your life. The only thing that doesn't change that all these inmates will never get outside. They will never see sunlight. The only people are authorized to get inside and outside are the personnel and sometimes media like us. They will never ever leave this building. If you see their look, you can see the emptiness in their soul.
You have 80 people in one cell. And they only have like 5 point something meters to, that's nothing. They don't even have ventilation. Let's get back to it.
Have any hope towards future? They look very robotic. Their life is so monotone.
This open corner is their toilet area.
They have like 2 toilets for 80 inmates. It's literally humiliating these inmates. Like their whole confidence is disciplined here.
The same place where they use the toilet is also where they take showers. To clean themselves, they use plastic dippers in a single shared basin. There's no running water in the cells, so the prisoners have to rely on one blue barrel for drinking water.
Where they sleep is these metal bunks. No pillow, no mattress. Each prisoner receives just the bare essentials: a white sheet, a uniform, socks, slippers, and a towel. That's it.
The prisoners spend their entire days on their 4-level bunk beds. They have stacked tightly, like items stored in a warehouse. As part of hygiene and order, inmates are shaved every 2 weeks by personnel. Long hair or beards aren't just unhygienic, they can also hide sharp objects.
Let's take a look. Take off your shirt and line up here.
Now they are taking their shirts off.
These inmates were once part of the MS-13 and Barrio 18 gangs, which controlled the neighborhoods of El Salvador. These 2 rival gangs spent years extorting money from locals and causing great suffering to Salvadorans.
There is Barrio 18, MS-13 gangs all together in one cell.
That's right, just like that. The entire module is the same. They all live like this.
Outside, entering each other's neighborhood could mean being torn apart. Yet here, they are side by side until their last breath.
How do they live without attacking one another?
They have to learn how to live together. Here, they are in a prison. They are not on the street.
Most of the inmates have tattoos covering their entire bodies, even including their faces, showing their loyalty structure. For MS-13, tattoos often include initial letters or the number 13. Members of the other gang use symbols like 18 or 666, which add up to 18 and symbolize the devil, or they use Roman numerals. Having gang tattoos on one's face is a clear sign that they are one of the most ruthless and high-ranking members of the organization. Crossing paths with such a person on the street is the same as staring death in the face. A spiderweb tattoo represents being caught in the web of justice and serving a long prison sentence. The devil horns tattoo is a dark symbol that represents these individuals' worship of the devil. Some even claim that they carried out their actions under the devil's command. A teardrop tattoo signifies that the person has ended someone's life. The number of teardrops indicates how many lives they've taken. If there are 3 teardrops, it suggests that the tattoo's owner has taken so many lives that they've lost count. With the phrase "laugh now, cry later," these masks or clown tattoos send a clear message. Stay strong in the face of hardship now and deal with the consequences later.
Are all these people truly bad?
They're on another level, high-profile criminals who will never change their mentality.
If you look at the upside, there's a catwalk area.
Guards consistently watch over the inmates from this elevated spot above the cells. If anything suspicious occurs, they will intervene while an extensive network of cameras observes every corner 24/7, ensuring nothing goes unnoticed. The modules are kept lit all day and night for monitoring. When the sun goes down, the lights stay on all the time.
They are constantly being observed. I think this is one of the hardest things. When they try to sleep, they use their towels and cover their eyes to block the light. Preacher here is teaching some of the important lessons from the Bible to the inmates. They're doing physical exercise over here. There's a trainer there. This is the only time these inmates get out of their cells.
These activities take place for a total of 1 hour per week, under the watch of armed guards. For the rest of the time, they are locked inside. They used to control the streets. Now, they can't even take a step with their free will.
It's a rotating schedule. There's not enough space, so they can't all go out on the same day.
Has there ever been a chaotic incident when these inmates were outside of their cells?
So far, nothing.
Whenever we focus the camera on a cell, we often catch a prisoner silently mouthing words. Even behind bars, gang members attempt to send orders to the outside. This prisoner was doing just that, but we censored him to block the message. Despite the crackdown, these groups still hold significant power outside. Rumors suggest they have plans for taking revenge by targeting innocent people. But in response, the authorities threaten to impose even harsher measures on imprisoned members.
If they do that, there won't even be one meal in prison. I swear to God, they won't eat a grain of rice. Let's see how long their homeboys last inside.
Here they get 3 meal times: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is usually beans and rice. For lunch, they get white rice and pasta. And dinner's pretty much the same. The only thing that changes is the drink. There's no nutritious food like chicken or meat. This is the lunch. It's rice, pasta, and 2 tortillas.
Dumb boys is going through it, okay? The jails in America is paradise compared to Seacott, as you can see. Let's keep it moving.
Same every day.
It's always the same. It's for freshmen.
Okay. It's a sugary drink. I'm going to taste it for myself.
Inmates must eat with their hands and clean their plates before returning them. With a diet lacking in protein, many likely suffer from nutritional deficiencies. Before starting our interview with an inmate, I want to show you one more place that is even more extreme than what you've seen so far.
Here we are in the isolation cell area. If inmates break a rule, they can be sent to these isolation cells according to the legislation. The law gives me the right to keep the prisoners in isolation for up to 15 days. These cells have sealed doors.
That's the hole.
Through this grid, I can see them and identify who's inside. We serve food here, and we also use this space to put handcuffs on them before opening the door to move them from here to their cell.
Welcome to the isolation cell. If an inmate misbehaves, this is where he ends up. He won't know the time or how much longer he'll be kept inside. For days or even weeks, he sleeps on this concrete bed without ever leaving. They are cut off from the outside world, left alone with nothing but their thoughts.
Gotta be meditating.
This is where they supply their water. There's a water basin here. They take their water here, and this is where they pee.
The basin for drinking water and the toilets are located side by side. The toilet looks recently used and dirty, suggesting that this cell has recently been used. The only light they have is this little hole that barely lets the sunshine in. This openness is also the sole source of fresh air.
Cool.
What is the most challenging thing about isolation room, according to you?
Inside, you don't even see your hands. So when someone is isolated, it is necessary for them to have something, a book, anything, to keep their mind clear. But here, they don't have access to any of that. No matter how tough a criminal is, this kind of isolation breaks them. This is necessary for the type of offenders that we have here. People who once played God by deciding who would live and who wouldn't live deserve the worst punishment. We don't show them mercy. They can ask for forgiveness, and may God forgive them. But here, justice must be served for so many victims, and it's the least they deserve.
Now we're going to interview the inmate known as Psycho. He has a 34-year criminal history and has spent the last 25 years as a high-ranking member of an organization.
10 minutes. You only have 10 minutes.
12 guards are barely enough to ensure the safety around this inmate.
Remove the mask.
What is your name?
My name is Marvin Ernesto Medrano Vasquez.
How old are you?
I'm 41 years old.
You don't look 41. You look younger, like 35.
That's a good thing that you told me, because I feel old.
Can I see your tattoos?
I'm at 13.
When did you join this crime organization?
In 2004, but I started my criminal record since I was 11 years old.
How did you first become involved?
When somebody is born with just a mom and the mom is working, you look for the streets. You look for somebody to help you out.
No dad in the household again.
I need some shoes, I need some clothes, and I started robbing. Then I need a father figure because I didn't grow up with my father. And then I looked the group of gangs. Then I did a side, and I...
No father figure in a home, family. I'm telling you, that will break a young man down. Not even a young man, just kids. I always say you need a father figure in the house. Let's keep it moving.
Right here to El Salvador, trying to change my life, but I seen that there were more gangs right here, and I started doing the same thing I did upstate, and I got locked up. I've always been one of them persons that wanted to accomplish the things that they put in their minds, and I accomplished everything I had to do right here. But I'm right here. This is how the devil pays the people.
Yeah.
Is it true that to join this crime organization, you need to end someone's life?
Yeah.
But the first one must be one of your relatives, right?
Yeah, because you got to gain territory for your gang. I lost my mom, my dad, my son, everything right here because of the gangs. When I could be with my family, upstate, the United States, a better life. But, you know, we took wrong decisions, and this is the cause of this. That's why I tell the youth, go to school, listen to your mom, listen to your dad. Don't live this life that we live right here. There's no way out.
How many people's lives have you ended? Is it 5 or 10? How many?
No, if you talk about what you used to do in the jails after, it probably get a few more than 50. You gotta do it sometimes.
How did you become cold-blooded and merciless in time?
I can't really respond you with that question.
How do you feel about not seeing your family forever since you're in Secot?
I feel bad because I seen my son the last time when he was 5 years old, and I'm
sick.
He's 21 years old right now. I want to see him. I want to tell him, don't do the same things that your dad did. Look for a good life.
People who have fallen victim because of you will never see their loved ones again. You will also never see your family. How do you cope with emotions like missing someone?
I feel bad. Sometimes, like I tell you, I lay down on my bed and I think a lot of things, and sometimes I cry.
What is your motivation to stay alive here?
To one day change my life and look for God in my life, and I tell God, forgive me. Forgive me because I did some things.
Okay.
Finally, we see the sunlight. Honestly, Secot is a place you would never wish to end up in, even as a visitor. But for the people who victimized Salvadorans, it is now their forever home. These criminals took the innocent people's right to live, and now they're paying for it.
The Salvadorian government's message is clear. Crime is no longer tolerated and the punishment is severe. El Salvador once had the highest rate of lives lost due to widespread chaos. During its peak, 104 out of every 100,000 people lost their lives in a single year. Previous administrations agreed to a truce with these groups, but this couldn't bring lasting order. Although the current government's methods are controversial, by 2023, the number dramatically dropped to 2.4 per 100,000 people, placing El Salvador among the safest countries in the world for the first time. So far, the results are undeniable. Peace has returned to the neighborhoods. But what about those who were wrongfully imprisoned? Is it true justice or way to control chaos? Are we seeing a lasting solution or just a temporary fix? For now, the answer remains unclear and the world continues to watch. Thank you for watching this documentary. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Ruhi Chenet was here.
Ruhi Chenet, family. That was a lot to unpack. And I had to talk through the video or it will get flagged. I hope y'all understand that now. But anyway, family, the jails in the States is paradise compared to CCOT. In fact, ICE arrested a lot of people that got sent over to CCOT that wasn't supposed to go to CCOT. And from what I'm hearing, they had a 60-minute video that was supposed to come out that never came out. It's supposed to come out last week. They removed it because of the horrible things that happened to them. They was going to talk about it. Not a lot of people make it out of there. In fact, nobody makes it out of there and get to tell a tale. But the wrongfully people they sent over from ICE that made it to CCOT was going to talk about it. And they stopped the documentary from coming out. I'm definitely going to be looking out for it if it ever comes out. But this one right here was definitely wild. Let me know what y'all thought about that. Them boys is going through hell on earth, literally.
Hey, all right, man.
Damn.
Good?
Damn.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Come on.
Well, one shoe off?
Yeah, come
on. All right, man. So today we here with?
Call my J-Bill.
Okay. So look, man, what's the hottest thing you ever eat?
One of them.
What, chicken?
Hell yeah.
You eat a hot chicken before?
Hell yeah.
Stop the
You
cat.
ain't eat this one, though. This chicken tenders.
No, that's chicken. Yeah.
Chicken tenders, man. Listen, all you got to do is chew the whole thing up. Once you're done, you wait 2 minutes, then you get $40. Think you can do it?
I can do it.
What makes you think you can do it?
I'm going to do it now.
All right, let's see.
I can't stay still. He on that thing.
Boy, he acting like he already ate it, man. Go ahead, grab one.
And that bit
There you go. Hey, come over here.
Man, you don't know nothing about these.
Over here, scoot over. Go ahead, man. Remember, the 2 minutes go after you done chewing everything up. How you feeling right now? Rated 1 through 10, how hot it is?
Hot.
Remember, if you spit it out and you don't finish everything, that's $0. You gotta complete it. How you feeling? How you feeling, man? Hey, how hot it is from 1 through 10 right now? Hey, you gotta complete everything for the 40.
Oh, I do that.
If you don't, that's $0, man. How you feeling? We're not even talking. Hey, I thought you said you ate something this hot. Nah. Hold on, that boy almost done.
Tweaking.
How you feeling, man? Hey, how hot is it from 1 through 10? Like 10 being the hottest, how hot? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
How hot, 1 through 10? 10 being the hottest, where is that?
Nah, boy, relax.
10.
10? Hey, you gonna double up? You gonna do 2?
I can do it.
You can't do 2? I keep on moving. Hey, when you move, it make you feel better?
Yeah.
Remember, after you done, we gotta wait 2 minutes still. Okay.
Boy, did the Michael Jackson just
Nah. We're gonna do one by one and then yeah. Let me see, you got another piece? Oh, that's it? All right. Remember, once you done, show the camera you done in 2 minutes. How you feeling, man? Hey, is it getting hotter and hotter? What type of dance that is?
Old school R&B joint. The Diddy.
It's the hottest thing you ever ate?
Boy did the Diddy.
Hey, be real, you never ate nothing this hot? Where you going? You done? Show the camera you done. Show them you done so we can count to 2 minutes. All right, now we gotta wait 2 minutes. Hey, for the people that never did this before, what you gotta tell them? Hey, what you gotta tell the people, man?
Check this out.
Check this out.
Kings Road, Sunoco, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're out here chilling, bobbing, you know what I'm saying?
What else? Hey, how the chip got you feeling? I mean, the chicken.
What happened?
Hey, it's kind of cold outside. Is it warming you up or no?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
You gonna do another one? You ain't trying to double up for another 40? Where you going?
Bruh.
Yo! What the hell? Hey, hold on, you got 1 more minute, bro. Yo!
Yo, broski.
Where's you good? You good?
What
the hell you doing? I think you're in Call of Duty. That nigga walking. Hey, that's how niggas be camping in Call of Duty.
That's so fast.
Hey, how you feeling, man?
We got the
You gonna try one more?
for bro.
You got 30 more seconds left. Hey, what you got to tell the people? Hey, what you got to tell the people that think that's easy? Hey, you heard me? Hey, what you got to tell the people that think that's easy? What you doing?
Yo, he tweaking.
Hey, what you got to tell the people that think that's easy?
That thing hot.
Come on.
That's right there.
Hey, you'll never do this again?
Hey, yo, we gonna do this.
You go get some more.
You say you gonna do another one?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Why not?
He's sober as hell now.
Bro, so I got next twin. Let's do it. I got next twin. Nigga ain't gonna agree about this shit.
Yeah, get your 40, get your 40. Hey, what you got to tell the people, man?
Right here, twin. I
What you got to tell the people? That boy going, where he going? Yo! Carson.
Zone family, your man got sober quick.
Game over.
On them chicken strips.
Bruh.
My boy get the hottest of the hottest chicken strips. Those chicken strips ain't no joke. If you ever watch one of his videos, you know the stuff he be giving people be hot as. And you see my man did the Call of Duty crawl on the floor.
Mamma mia.
That thing was definitely hot. He was talking he could eat 2.
Stop the cap.
Then he changed his mind like hell nah.
Psych.
Let me know what y'all thought about that. That was definitely funny. Zuku. Zook. Zuku. Zook. Zuku. Let me know what you thought about that vibe right there. Those were the Haitian symphony playing by this man. I don't even know his name, but it was fire. I liked it. High vibrational. Let me know what y'all thought about that. But anyway, family, I appreciate you if you made it all the way to the end. You are goated. You are definitely goated. You are one of them ones. You are legendary. You are loved at the Higher Zone. And I definitely appreciate every last one of you. Even the people that's tapping in today. I definitely appreciate you for stopping by. And before you go, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You could be rocking out with me and the family. I definitely appreciate every last one of you. And if you was feeling the video, hit that hype button. Turn us up. And share the video for people that's like-minded like you who haven't seen any of these videos can catch up. Put them on. With that being said, Zone family, stay hydrated, stay motivated, remove negative people around your circle, always do what's right, and maintain your energy, protect your aura, and love thy neighbor. I catch y'all in the next one, Zone family. Peace.
Zone.